Hello everybody, Tycholra here, and welcome back to more The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. Last time we met Zelda at the statue of the goddess and discovered that our Loftwing was somehow missing, and that some of the students at the academy may or may not have had something to do with it. This time we're going to be continuing our search, and maybe we'll be able to find it. So, we're just going to head up here, back up to the academy, because if I'm remembering correctly, someone told us that we needed to do that. I'm actually not sure about that one. But I do know where we need to go. You're supposed to you want to come over here, and you can see that I ran out of stamina. But we have some students over here that have some things for us to, that have some things to say to us. Tycholra, perfect timing. I heard your Loftwing has gone missing, so I thought I'd join in the search. And get this, when I asked Fledge what he knew, he started acting weird. I'm so sorry, Tycholra. I really wanted to tell you, but if Groose found out I told you... It sounds like Groose forced him to keep quiet about it. Go on. Tell him the truth. Just a little while ago, when I was cleaning the dining hall, Groose and his buddies came in. They didn't notice I was there and started talking about their plan to hide your Loftwing. I wanted to warn you, Tycholra, but just as I tried to sneak away, Groose and his gang grabbed me. They said that if I told you, they'd make sure I would never be able to ride a bird again. It sounds like Groose and his buddies had a plan to capture your bird and hide him near the waterfall. Well, near a waterfall would mean... Okay, let's take a quick look at your map. That's it, right there. I think it means the waterfall marked here with the X. So he's going to show us that this is the waterfall that we need to go to. And so that's where we're probably going to want to go next. You know how to read a map, right? He's going to tell us. I already explained this in the last episode. Forgive me, Tycholra. I can't help being such a coward. I'm really sorry. Well, so... That's obviously where we want to go next. The only problem is there's some dangerous monsters over there, so we're going to need some way to defend ourselves. Luckily, the sparring hall is right next to it, where we are. So by coming in here, we can talk to this guy. His name is Aegis. Hey, it's Tycholra. So you still want to get in some sword practice even though today is the wing ceremony? I'm impressed. The sword is in the back room. Go on back there and get it. I'll be here for a while, so if there's anything you don't understand about handling a sword, go ahead and ask. So we just need to come on in the back room, and there should be, as he says, a sword. And we can't take one of these. We have to get the special one in the chest, I suppose. Not sure why there's a separate one in the chest. You got a thing! You got a practice sword. Students at the Knight Academy practice with these. It looks like a fairly sharp blade. It's gonna flash at us saying that we can now see things in the subscreen by pressing 1, but that's not important. I will be checking those just so that it stops beeping at me like it just did, as you could tell, because that is fairly annoying. So we're gonna talk to him real fast. Oh yeah, you want to learn about how to use a sword? I already know how, so I'm not going to, but we will practice a little bit, and I'll talk about it a little bit as we get going here. He's going to say to practice on the logs, and once he's sliced up the logs, he can try out the big move, he says. So there's a few different sword slashes that we can do. With the Wii Motion Plus, this game is fairly responsive. I noticed a lot of people complain about the controls, but I've never had too many problems with it. But you can just aim. If you're aiming true, then you can attack the logs fairly easily. This one we can't actually do anything with. If you try to hit it, it'll just swing back at you, and you'll probably die, or at least get hurt. This one is just a thrust. Once you have to stab into it. That's right, Tycholra. You're a really strong swordsman, easy to teach too. You make this instructor proud. Are you ready to try a spin attack? So we're gonna listen to him. Great, now I'm going to surround you with logs. You need to cut all of them without moving from that spot. All you have to do is swing the remote and the nunchuck at the same time, horizontally. So if you do it right, that's what could happen. Good one. That sure looked like it felt good. So why don't you try a fatal blow to close out our session? We're going to agree to that. Alright, when your enemy is down, target with Z, and swing with the nunchuck, and time to do a fatal blow, it says. So he's going to summon a log here that, as you can see, has two parts on it. And now by swinging both of them at the same time, we can do a fatal blow. And that's going to be extremely helpful later, as it can chop off several attacks off of regular enemies, should you need to. That's the way, he says. It's an effective move to use right after you used your shield or well-placed spin attack to knock an enemy on its back. Monsters don't stay down for long, he says, so you're gonna make sure you do it fast. So now that we have the sword, we're much better prepared for this. Hey, Tycholera! You can't take swords outside of the sparring hall. What do you think you're doing sneaking out with that? What? Your Loftwing is missing. You want to go look for it? Well, I guess I could make an exception just this once, but remember, Skyloft is a peaceful place. Only knights carry swords. So I don't want to see you swinging it around like crazy out there. I don't want to get in a ton of trouble over this. So here's the deal. Make sure you get plenty of practice on these logs first, and once you're outside with that sword, only use it when you absolutely have to. Got it? So we can attack the logs more, but I think we're going to be okay. And he says that you need to be real careful not to go swinging it around wildly. So, naturally, because we're naughty people, we're going to come right out here and start swinging at these people completely wildly. Unfortunately, they're invincible, and your arm just phases right through them. They don't even notice your presence. So that's boring. We're going to keep going. And we get interrupted once more. Because this thing will pop out of the ground. And we are required to go and walk over to it. Hey friend, walk yourself on over and say hello. How do you do? I'm what you call a Sheikah Stone. Glad to meet you. I'm a stone a few words, so I'll get right to it. You're going to find yourself in puzzling circumstances as you make your way through this world. If you should find yourself stuck and have no idea how to move forward, come and see me. I've got nothing for you right now, but down the road when you're feeling stuck, the things I'll show you may just get you right back on track. Good luck out there, friend. So he will do various things. His most important thing, though, is that he will basically tell you how to solve puzzles later on, which we quite frankly don't want to learn how to do, because what's the fun in that? So if you ever are absolutely positively stuck and you apparently don't know how to watch walkthroughs, you can go to him and he will tell you what you need to do next. So now that we have our sword, we are much better equipped for the road ahead, and we can head on over to the waterfall that they told us that we need to go to. So as you can see, we can run around a lot of Skyloft now that gate was open for us. However, we still can't access all of it as these ladies are blocking the bridge. So we're not allowed to go that far. But upon exploring a little bit more, you can just look around and see a lot more of the region that we need to explore, or that we can explore now. And as you can see, this is the waterfall that we're supposed to get to. If you check your map, that's what we're looking at. So we're going to just hop across these, and you can see there's lots of trees everywhere. You can chop these down, no problem. It's a lot of fun sometimes. Sometimes it's boring. But if you really want to, you can chop down lots of trees, and you have a cave right here. And according to that vision that we just saw, it looks like our Loftwing is right in through here, so we're going to chop these logs down and walk right past. We are now inside the waterfall cave. So we're going to start seeing a few enemies in here, and I'm going to kill them all, because they'll take 2 sword slashes for each, and sometimes they'll drop things. So we got rupees from that guy over here, and a recovery heart, which if you get damaged, you'll see where I'm pointing my sword, those hearts up there. If you get damaged, then the hearts will heal you. Jellies, or choo-choos as they're officially called. Don't like them. Get out of here. You can't use stabbing attacks on them, your sword will just go right through. Should you jump across here, you can get a free chest. with 20 free rupees, a red rupee. Don't spend it all in one place, it says. Oh, jeez. So, while we're here, there's a few things that I would like to talk about really fast, seeing as we don't actually have anything else to mention at the moment. Just while we're here. So, I should mention my upload schedule. I'm going to try my hardest to get videos out on Saturdays and maybe Wednesdays during the summer. I'm not sure how well that's going to work out, but I will try to get things out as far as all things are considered. Just trying to keep at least a fairly consistent schedule. However, once school starts, then things will get a little bit slower as far as how everything goes. Also, I am still a little bit unsure as to whether or not I want to do a 100% Let's Play of this game. So if you guys have any preferences as to what you want me to do as far as the Let's Play goes, if you want me to do 100%, leave a comment telling me that, and I'll see what I can do about that. Because I don't actually know where everything is, but I could go and look it up fairly easily. So, in here there's another chest with, I believe it's just 20 more rupees. And there. Also, I realized the last video was a little bit long. They won't all be that long. I'm going to try to shoot for about 20 minutes for each episode. But last one was a little bit long just because there were a lot of cutscenes and things that I just really didn't have any control over. And there weren't any really good stopping places. So the next episodes will be a lot shorter. In fact, this one's probably going to be really short in comparison, but I just figured you should know that. In here you can see there's a little cave entrance, or mini cave I guess, with another 40 rupees in here, so that's really helpful, and I can't turn around in this cave. There we go. You can dash inside of these little... Oh crap, my nunchuck's having problems again. Go! Dang it. Hang on, give me a second, guys. I did mention that I would be having controller problems in the last episode, and as you can see, that's what's going on right here. It'll just lock in one direction for some strange reason, I'm not sure why. So, now let's continue out. Right here. So here we have a bird statue, so let's just talk to it, I guess. I won't actually save right here. Just could, well, no, I think I will. For my own purposes. I'm going to save right here, so I hope this recording doesn't fail. Because that would be bad. But, so, Tycholra! Hey Tycholra, I was hoping I'd find you here. I heard you'd gone searching for your bird around the waterfall, so I thought I'd fly around to help you look. How's your search going? Any sign of your Loftwing? Oh no. Well, let's not lose hope yet. There's a place up ahead that Groose and his gang always hang around. Maybe we'll find something there. Huh? Who's that? Who's calling for me? Oh, sorry, Tycholra. I got distracted for a moment. Let's go. So Zelda will follow us for a little bit, and we can just, we really have no option. We kind of want to head down. As far as all things are, yeah. Look, there he is. No doubt about it. That's your Loftwing, Tycholra. We want to get these crates out of the way, and basically just gotta slash up these ropes, and in order to release them, using directional slices and all that fun stuff. He seems happy to be free. Sorry if I'm being quiet here for a minute. This is just a very tender moment. So. We should hurry, Tycholera. Now that your Loftwing is free, you should fly to the ceremony. But before you go, I have to ask you something. I heard this voice a few moments ago. Did you hear it too? It's been happening a lot lately. It's the strangest feeling, almost like someone is calling out to me. Have you ever wondered what's beneath the clouds? Some say that it's an empty, barren place, or even that there's nothing at all down below. But I just have this feeling that they're wrong. Some of Father's old texts talk about a place called the Surface. The old tales describe a whole world under there, far more vast than Skyloft. The thing is, no one's ever been down there to see it, and our Loftwings won't fly through the cloud barrier. But I can't help imagining the wild things that might be waiting below. Someday, I want to see for myself. Oh, sorry, Tycholera. We don't have time to talk. Let's get going. Look, your bird is waiting for you. Just leap off the edge and press down. Don't worry about falling. Your bird will catch you for sure this time. So we're going to call our bird really fast, and he's going to catch us, hopefully. Here we go. So we're now on our Loftwing in the sky, and as you can see, we are allowed to pretty much move freely by tilting the Wii remote around. Tycholera, let's run your bird through the basics just to make sure he's not hurt. Change the direction of your bird he's flying by tilting the Wii remote left and right, like I just said. If you want to speed up, you gotta swing the Wii remote, and this is basically your fastest way of travel. You're gonna be doing this a lot, where you swing it up like this to go higher, and then you point it down like so. Just standing right while letting you off, and you can press 2 at any time to go over the basic controls. But we don't need to do that. And we can also, she says, press A to charge, or B to slow down. So we can slow down with B, or press A to do some type of dash attack, in the sense that will gain lots of speed as you press it. It's very helpful. However, you can see that we only have so many of those. Well, that's a huge relief. I don't know about you, Tycholera, but your Loftwing looks like he's flying great. My father and the others are probably worried about your bird, so let's go give them the good news. So we're going to fly off back to Skyloft and get things started. And I know that this video was a little bit on the shorter side, but I'm going to have to end it off here. The problem is there's just not going to be a very good place to stop for the next few minutes. There's going to be lots of cutscenes and the wing ceremony, which takes a little while. So I'm going to end things off here. So next time on The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, we're going to be participating in the wing ceremony, and we're going to hopefully win and see what happens from then on out. This is Tycholera, and I'll see you guys next time.